Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc, coming to you with your no frills American Idol commentary from a singer. Let me straighten myself up here, get myself together. We had the first top 10 results show of the season. Okay, so let's say it like that, right? And I'm just gonna tell you about it. We're gonna jump right in it. They said there was a lot going on, and it really was. Phillip Phillips was acting goofy in the opening segment with Ryan going down the length of people telling everybody what was going on, and all the people were behind him in the top 10, and then there was Phillip acting crazy and all that good stuff. And Nicki Minaj was on time tonight. I guess they said we're gonna be cutting that paycheck if you don't get your hand in here. So she was on time. And tonight there's going to be a sing-off between the bottom girl and the bottom guy to see who stays and who goes. That's what we were led to believe, but I'm going to tell you what happens as we go along. In the review of last night, Jimmy Iovine gave some notes on yesterday's performances, and I took down just a few things. He called Janelle a star. He said Candice won the night. Croods in his top 3. He said Burnell was the best guy 1,000% last night. And he said Amber is also in his top 3 tonight. So Idol is revealing the top 3 this season for the first time, and more, but we'll get to that later. A lot of stuff was going on. The first part of the results, Devin received over 25% of the vote in Puerto Rico, making him #1 in Puerto Rico. Candice received 40% of the vote in South Carolina, and Candice is safe and in the top 3. So the top 10 performed Shine Your Way from the Croods, the movie, and it was the first production number of the season. It was actually sounded pretty good. The mix was good and everyone sounded really good and had a chance to shine. You know, usually when they're doing these shows, the first thing I notice is when, you know, there are all these people on stage and you're not hearing them as they come in and all that, and the blend isn't all together, and that was on point for this show. Thank you production team, thank you very, very much. Devin kicked it off, and then Burnell with solos, and then we got into the rest of it while the movie clips played in the background. Okay, so right after the performance, Kree got a surprise, and I'm laughing, from the mayor of Woodville, Texas, right? She got a key to the city, and I'm laughing because I was looking at it, it looked like the mayor of Whoville, right? That's just where my mind went. I'm sorry. Woodville, Texas. Okay. And she, of course, is in the top 3 also with Candice Glover. And Ryan sat on Jane Lynch's lap because she was in the audience for their Glee promo. Then Bon Jovi performed their new single, Because We Can. And what can I say? Well, I mean, still doing his thing after decades of success. And Bon Jovi, how old is he? I mean, he's like 50, 51. Man, looked youthful and fit and sounded really good. I wrote scruffy good. And then we had the sing-off, but the sing-off was not between the bottom 2. The sing-off was actually the surprise sing-off where one extra person is going to be joining the top 10 on the Idol tour. And the first person in the sing-off was Charlie Askew, so he was number 6 in the voting. He did Sky Blue Diamond, an original song, and he sits on a white piano and his voice was friggin' sailing through the airwaves, just all up in here, and I like that he kept the feather earring. I thought that was a nice touch. He was pretty much dressed up, but he kept his feather earring. Just a little, you know, just a little bit of listen, this is me, okay? I want to be who I want to be, right? And I noticed that he can really tickle the ivories because he was playing that piano. And I mean, like, he must be classically trained. Just very, very good. And 3 of the judges stood for him. Not Mariah. Another tight skirt, Mariah. What's going on here? Then the next person was Aubrey, Cleland. And she was number 6 for the girls. She did Out Here on My Own by Irene, Cara. Well, she was looking sexy and she sounded really good, but I was still vibing on Charlie's performances, so it wasn't just like, oh, okay. I like her voice and her plaintive pleading performance, and I wrote America will vote to decide who goes on tour, and the results will be announced Wednesday, during Wednesday's show. Next up, Phillip Phillips performed his latest single, Gone, Gone, Gone. And I'm happy that PP found success with Home, and this sounds like a good follow-up. Kind of folk country and his signature vocal. It's still not really my go-to type of music or sound, but it's true to his style. Oh, and I wrote some guys were kissing on the screen behind him in a flash. I was looking, I looked up from time and I saw some guys kissing. I was like, oh, okay. And then, you know, some bunch of other stuff going too. But I was like, you know, that caught my eye, okay? And I wrote the drummer was killing it. He was in there, and when they had the little breakdown at the end, oh my God, I was like, go ahead on, boy, do your thing. The judges didn't stand for him, but Randy went up to present him with his quadruple platinum plaque for his debut release, Home. Quadruple platinum, that's some serious stuff right there. Congratulations. Then we get back to the results. Lazaro and Angie stood up, and Angie made the top 3. But Lazaro beat her in the voting in Florida. She got 17%. I don't remember if he said how much Lazaro got, but he beat her in the Florida voting. Then we found out who came in 4th through last in order. Another change for Idol. So we get 4th on down in order. 4th was Lazaro Arbos. 5th was Amber Holcomb. 6th was Janelle Arthur. 7th was Burnell Taylor. 8th was Paul Jolly. What? Oh God. Okay, America. So Devin and Curtis were in the bottom 2. And Keith said he was shocked. Nikki said Curtis shouldn't be in the bottom 2 and said if he goes home, she goes home. Oh, really? Oh, so the judges have one save for the season, and it has to be unanimous. We found out Devin was safe, and Curtis had to sing for his life. And Nikki acted like she was gonna leave. She got up out of her chair and started walking and stuff. Then she stopped and went back. Right, you under contract, girl. Come on, you ain't gonna, please. Here we go. Curtis has to sing for the save, and he sang "I Believe I Can Fly" again by R. Kelly. And I wrote now. I really think they're gonna save him. All the contestants were on their feet, and Candice was crying, and he really sang for his life on this and seemed really sincere to me. Nikki and Keith stood for him, but Randy spoke for the judges. You heard what I said, right? But Randy spoke for the judges, and they didn't save him because they weren't unanimous. And I have a feeling that Randy didn't vote for him while the other 3 did. And I don't blame him, you know, because there's been this whole iffy thing about Curtis, and now there's this little drama about him being arrested for, I'm not going to go into it. Google it, look it up. We're going to keep this positive and keep it moving. Curtis goes home. We're going to see if Nikki's going to be there Wednesday or not. Most people on Twitter were saying, good riddance, we'll see you, bye. Just a big old night for Idol tonight. Did you enjoy the show? Were you surprised at some of the changes? Who are you going to vote for to continue on to the top 11? This is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc. Make sure to thumb this up. I know I forgot. I was getting excited up in there and I didn't write it in. I forgot. Please thumb it up. Please and thank you so much. I'm out. Peace. All right, I'm out. Again. Goodbye. See ya. For real this time.